Hey guys, that was the best introduction to a live stream we've had in a long time. Thanks, honey.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah, we had it barked out and everything. 5, 4, 3. That was pretty wild. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
What's wrong with mine?
No, you just said, oh, you guys, you just go, oh, you guys, we're on. That's what you do. I don't even know what's going on.
It's all about the element of surprise.
Well, you do a good job with that, sir. That's for sure. Hey, I hope everybody's doing well. We've had a beautiful week this week. Nice and sunny, great weather. Right, Trent? Perfect.
Especially in Kentucky.
Yeah, we did. We just got back from Kentucky last night.
Melted.
Really?
I have mine on farm.
Well, it hasn't been that cool around here either, buddy.
No, it was
No.
rough.
It was about the same down there too. We had a fantastic time at Limestone Farms. We were at Limestone Farms and Four Roses.
Yeah, I'm upset I had to miss that.
Yeah, that was fun, Ken. That's wild. I'll get into that in a second, how we did that barrel pick. But we had a great time at Limestone Farms. Just kind of family thing down there.
That's cool.
You know, there are all kinds of barrels we got to taste. But at this point, since everything is, starting up under construction, they got a lot of things going on there. Their tasting area was actually in the barn area with no air conditioning. So their thermostat on the wall
Trent's favorite.
showed 98 degrees. And it was pretty humid.
The fan was working hard.
And it was a milestone, Kent. There was a milestone.
I seen the picture.
Did you see the picture? Trent even took a picture that I actually had a little bit of a sweat going on.
Yeah.
Normally I don't sweat at all,
I've never seen
but
it before.
yeah, so I did a little bit.
It's annoying that you don't sweat.
I know.
Were you?
We'll go for
Was it
walks
like
and
Dad just
immediately
happy?
I'm like sweating and he's like,
So but it was a great time there. And then we went over the next day. We went over to Four Roses,
Yeah.
and we tasted all 10 recipes.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, they had all 10 barrels out there for us.
Did Trenton have to help you walk out, or
No. We were very careful. I mean, we did have a
Where?
at Four Roses, tasting
Oh, no,
all the
He was very well behaved.
Yeah.
He was.
little teeny sips? And,
Yep, man, I had it was a 10 o'clock tasting, 10 a.m. But I did have 2 Pop-Tarts.
10
before I went.
tastings at 10 a.m.
9
Yes,
o'clock our time?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, honey.
Wow.
Hey,
That's a problem.
it's 12 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, right. But all the barrels had covers over the head, so it was all blind.
Oh, that's cool.
So you had no idea of the age, the recipe, nothing.
Oh, that's a good idea on their
And the
part.
ladies that ran it there did a fantastic job. They really did. They were great. And they said they kind of started the blind thing because a lot of people come in and go, they look and just find the oldest one. Well, that's the one I want.
Yeah, right.
And it's really might not even been
No, that's
one that even they felt
completely-
that tasted even.
completely a smart thing on their part.
Yeah.
With all the different recipes they have and
Yeah.
different ages, that's a very smart thing to do on their part.
Yeah. So we picked. I think what was Trent, an OBSK.
That's what you put in
Yes.
there.
An OBSK, and it was 8.5 years
Yeah.
old, something like that. Yeah. There was one almost 11 years there, but that was the best one, man. It was tasted the best.
Tell them about what people were doing at tastings at some stores.
At some stores.
Oh, coming in with
Some
soft drinks.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Separate.
Yes. Yes, the ladies had some stories. Mandy's been doing that for quite some time, heading up the Four Roses Barrel Pick program. And she said that she's actually had groups of people come in for barrel pick tastings with 2 liters of Coke, and they taste them all with Coke or Pepsi or whatever.
No, they don't taste them straight at all.
All of them.
What in the world?
She was very professional. She did not name names.
Whatever. To each his own.
But
To each his own.
Although it sounds like some funny thing Trenton would want to record doing. Just to be funny.
I mean, yeah.
she said every time.
If we'd have known that ahead of time,
Wow.
darn well we'd have brought a 2 liter of Diet Coke in there
Oh,
or
we're
something.
doing it next time we do it.
That'd be
Just for a joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'd be
No, we're doing it.
all right, we're ready.
Awesome.
Well, I'll just pull
Each
them
one of
on
us
the
holding one?
inside.
That would be so good. That'd be so great, man.
That's how she does it.
But it was a good time. So we just got back, but it's been. I don't know if your area. I'm sure it's been the same. It's been really hot here. It's been in the 90s.
And I looked at the 15 day, and it's mid 80s and up
Is
for
it?
next 15 anyway.
Yeah. The other morning, Ken, earlier in the week, I don't remember what day now, but I walked 3 miles or whatever it was outside. And it was like 7 a.m. It was 78 degrees and 90% humidity.
Oh, yeah.
90% humidity.
That's the thing.
That's the killer right there is the humidity. So
Don't see that in Arizona.
don't see that in Arizona, do you?
I will say we did a trip not too long ago to Arizona,
Yeah.
and these guys go quite a bit. But we did Vegas, Sedona, Flagstaff, and Laughlin, and everything was blazing hot except for Flagstaff. Flagstaff was like 82 degrees.
Yeah.
Carrie's wearing a sweater,
Yep.
because there's no humidity. It
Yeah.
it
Well,
was
Lori,
beautiful there,
our
but it
cousin
was
Lori,
so hot.
our cousin Lori and her husband Brad, they have it's weird to say even, a summer home in
Yeah.
Flagstaff. And she was telling us when we go down there, we visit there, she was telling us it's a 20-degree swing,
Yeah.
easily.
That's the first
Easily a
time.
20-degree swing.
My brother and I ever saw snow because we were in
Yeah.
I was born in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drove to Flagstaff to see snow the first
Pretty cool.
time.
But yeah.
All right, we got to get things on the road here. Good. Trenton's got plans later. He's got, he's always going somewhere. He's always got time off and horsing around, vacationing, and that's just what he does. That's what he does.
I do want to bring up one thing though, Kurt, if you don't mind, before we get started,
Yep.
just real quick. Please look at it's probably in this video too, the link.
I'm pinning the link in the chat right
Okay,
now.
all right. He's pinning the link in the chat, but we've got our annual charity golf outing for suicide awareness coming up on July 26th at White Hawk Country Club in Crown Point, Indiana. And number one, we'd love to see you there playing golf. There's still openings for that. There is, whole sponsorships, bottle donations, just donations in general would be, there's a spot when you go on the link, there's a spot where you can donate in $5 increments. Just $5 would be fantastic. But any help we could get, we certainly would appreciate it. And like I said, would love to see you there playing golf too. Whether you're good or not, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of people
No.
that golf maybe once a year they come.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
it'll be worth your
It
trip.
doesn't matter.
It'll be worth your trip just to come see Trenton play golf. So it'll be worth the trip. You get to see how much better Kent is at golf than I am. That'll be a hoot as well.
But yeah, at the event we have raffle there'll be bottles. I've already got some baskets donated. One from a salon, Carrie's Salon.
Yep.
One from Giant Paws.
Yep.
She's donating another basket this year.
That's cool. That's nice.
So there'll be a lot of different things we'll be raffling off that day as well. But just please take a look at it for me, and whatever you can do to help or come join us and play golf, that would be great.
All right. You all right, bud?
He wanted to be
So-
close to his wife.
The air conditioning is on, so you can hear it. So sorry.
Oh, did you
It's-
turn it off, Trenton?
It's just very.
Should be, it's 90 outside.
Yeah,
That's
I don't really want the air off.
All right. Well, whatever.
It's gonna be gross down here.
We're in a basement. It's freezing down
I
here.
know, but then when we're done and we go upstairs, I'm not gonna be able to sleep, so
Kurt will love it.
please don't touch it.
We
Guess I'm
have
outvoted.
a quick $20 donation from Lanoma, wishing everyone in the SLB family and everyone in the SLB community an early and happy Independence
Thank you.
Day.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Thank you so much. A couple things really quick here. We have another a bit of news to give us. Jeff, our friend Jeff. If you keep him in your thoughts and prayers, I would definitely appreciate that. His grandma passed away, and his dad and himself and Jeff were both very close to them, and they're both having some difficult times because of that. So if you could keep that family in your thoughts and prayers, I appreciate it. We also have a special guest down here tonight. Taylor is with us. Taylor was mentioned last month because he had brain surgery in Chicago. Thank the Lord it was not a malignant tumor, but everything went well. He's progressing well. He's down here, and he's about Trenton's age, so I told him to keep no misbehaving down here. No. So he's ready to go. So I'm very thankful, buddy, that you're doing good. And
Glad to be here.
yeah, man. So Taylor's doing really well for anybody that wanted to know about Taylor. So otherwise, tonight we have our normal crew. We got Ken up here, so we're very appreciative for you being here today, Ken. Of
absolutely.
course, Trenton here, Michelle, my lovely wife, Rebecca. Rodney and his wife, Jen, are here with us tonight, and we thank you for stopping by all the way from Iowa. They're kind of in between a high school graduation? Yep.
Yes.
Family high school graduation up towards Chicago, so they stopped in tonight, so thank you so much. All right, Kent, tonight we are going to be tasting single malt, American single malt. Now, guys, listen.
I think it's the first time on the show, or on
First
the
time.
live stream, right?
I was talking to Trent, yes, first time on live stream. I was talking to Trent a couple weeks ago. You know, that's kind of how we roll. Kind of in the middle of the month, we kind of figure out kind of what we want to do for the live stream. And I just told him, I said, dude, man, I'm a little bit weird that way. I like all sorts of whiskey. And I'm like, man, I just got to do something different other than bourbon for this live stream. So we landed on American single malt, and I can't be more happy
Yeah,
about
no,
that
he
because there's some fantastic
called
stuff.
me and asked what I thought. I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I love single malts.
Kent's a lot like me. He likes all forms
Yeah,
of whiskey as well.
absolutely.
So I knew I didn't have a problem with Kent, but I hope that this evening might open your eyes a little bit more receptive towards some American single malts. Might give them a try. Maybe in some of our descriptions, something might pique your interest. Try to talk about as many of them as we can. What I did is what I intended to do was pull out my 5 favorite that I have in my collection. Now, unfortunately, what I couldn't do, Kent, I couldn't add any. I just didn't feel like it would do the blind justice to put in a peated
or something.
whiskey.
Yeah. No,
And I got a
think
McCarthy single barrel over there that's just fantastic, but it's peated, and it wouldn't fit.
I think
what
you
we're
should
doing
do what
here.
you're doing, or do a peated lineup.
Correct.
You know.
Also, Cedar Ridge has some amazing
Really
blends
good.
that
Really
they do
good.
with peated
Yeah.
casks, peated whiskeys, and their blends. Really great stuff. So, and then I have a brand new one down here, brand new American single malt, Andalusia. It's Andalusia Striker, and it's a Madeira cask finish kit, but what's really cool about it is the grains are smoked in the same fashion as barbecue.
Oh.
So I don't remember, I think it's, Rodney, if you're looking at it, I think they smoke it with hickory and applewood, and just there's 3 different types of wood that they smoke their grains with. And that's a Texas whiskey, and it's really good. You got to try that.
I'll definitely
You got to try that before you get out of here.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff. What was the other one now? Did you got it?
Oak, mesquite, and apple.
Oak, mesquite, and apple. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, but no, it is smoky though. Not in a peated fashion though. It's not like
Yeah.
that, but it is smoky, like a smoked old fashioned you might be able to get or something like that. So I didn't put that in here as well. But I really like it. But if you want to show everybody real quick, we'll flash through what we got here. Kent, hand me anything. I don't really know what it is. What this is Phil and Julie of the Bourbon Van. They love this particular distiller's cut from Whiskey Del Bach, spring of 2024. So I bought it, and it is delicious. Of course, I had to put in Westward Cask Strength. You know, that's a stalwart, the American single malt. Old Line. I love Old Line. Trying to now be at Old Line somewhere in July. And this is their single barrel. So that is in Cedar Ridge. This is their quintessential, but this is one of their special releases. This is the Marquette cask finish. Are you familiar, Kent? Or are you familiar with Marquette wines of any kind?
In Marquette, Michigan.
Marquette is a dessert wine.
Yes, it's
okay.
it's
Yeah, I
That's
know.
the only
It's a-
Marquette I really know.
Yeah, and I apologize because I don't know it. I didn't know it all. And I looked it up when we first got it, and I didn't refresh when we started this thing here, but it's got the notes of blackberry, plum, all kinds of different stuff. And this is a beautiful bottle, this one here. It's Marquette finish.
I haven't been paying attention to the proofs on these.
They're all 120 proof or so.
Well, that one,
What is that?
Sorry, I
135.9.
I lied, it's not a dessert wine.
Okay, but it's something like
But it's a wine.
Yes, it is.
It is a
It's got
wine.
more like those rich, dark flavors of blackberry, plum. I remember that. The Zeppelin blend, this is New Holland. Also, I wanted to put in the 10-year, kind of want to put in the 10-year New Holland single malt, which is delicious, but it comes in at 100 proof, and I thought that might not fit in very well.
That was my warm-up.
So this is their single barrel.
Warm-up tonight.
Was it?
Yeah.
This is New Holland's single barrel cast strength Zeppelin blend. So that one is also in. And of course, the Catalea Balcones. I had to put that in. I had to put it back. So I wanted 5, and then I forgot all about the Catalea over here. The Catalea is a little bit divisive. My friend Mary, she ended up getting one, didn't like it much at all. So she gave hers, I believe, to Phil and Julie. I believe it's
Okay.
Phil and Julie Bourbon Van.
Your timing is very good because as soon as you mentioned the bourbon van,
Yeah.
it just so happened to talk in the chat.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Phil, he was like, he's got me on the Catalea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
after you got your hands on it, you
Yeah.
made sure I got one,
Yep.
and I love it. I think it's great.
Well, Phil is one of my main sources of knowledge, education, direction on American single malt because he loves it just as much as I do. And then they travel a lot, and they're the ones actually that on their shows I was introduced to the Andalusia whiskeys out of Texas. So yeah,
Can I
So-
read a couple?
Sure.
yeah, go right ahead. That's what we got in the blind tonight.
A couple, we have like what, 4. Jim Pell, 5694. Oh, Jim Pell, 5694,
Yeah.
$20
Oh,
for
Jim.
suicide awareness
Thank you,
since
Jim.
I don't golf.
Oh,
Still
awesome.
join, I don't golf, I just ride around in the car.
Yeah, yeah.
Our Bourbon Journey 1, $10. Rebecca and I love you guys. Question, are you guys ever gonna use the soda string again in a video?
I have big plans.
Also, do you have the Arby's bourbon? I would love to get it.
I can imagine.
Do we still have that?
We didn't get rid of the Arby's bourbon.
It's somewhere, probably.
Because Adam's wife works for Inspire
Yeah.
Brands, and that's how we got it. Is from
Okay.
Adam's wife.
It's somewhere
Okay.
between one of our houses.
It's the 200 mil. It's somewhere. It's either at Kurt's house
Knowing
or
me,
mine.
I probably hit it in a box somewhere going back to your place.
Probably.
Probably.
Probably what I
It's
did.
probably in a box in the basement.
It is probably.
Matt
yeah.
Water is $12.39. $10. Love you guys and the causes, both RCH and Suicide Awareness Cause, both hit close to home. If I weren't down in Birmingham, I'd love to play with you all. Best wishes.
Yeah.
Enjoy the pours tonight. Thank you.
All right.
And then last one, Glenn Anderson, 4748, with 59 Norwegian Krona,
Krone?
whatever.
Krone?
Sorry. I like American single malt, they said. So thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
Norway.
Great.
I'm down.
All
I'd
right.
like to try some spirits from Norway.
I would too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I think I have some.
If anybody knows where we can get some Norwegian spirits,
I think
do you have some?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Norwegian. I got to find out. That people have been so kind to us, Trenton. We have gotten whiskey sent to us from all over the world,
You know what's better?
and I've saved them all.
People send it, is if we just go. I feel like for science.
I don't know how much
And for the sake of the channel,
I don't know how much I'm up for traveling around the world.
but no,
What do you think, honey?
Why not?
Yeah, but we do have some pretty cool stuff.
I will say, oh, go ahead, Trent.
That was
Sorry, go ahead, Ken. We just got a couple.
No, I was just saying I pulled a Trenton tonight, and before we started, and I did the nose test on all of them.
Okay.
Man, there's some good smelling stuff up here.
Oh yeah. There's definitely some rich whiskeys up here.
You ready for this? He's
Yeah.
here, he's drinking, and he's super chatting. Dick Jibber. He's back.
$20.
$20. Thanks, Dick. Very interested to see how the night goes. It's always a treat.
Well, there's a couple.
Pete, $10. Thanks for your entertainment. I'm enjoying the pour of Jack Daniel's 2022 American Single Malt in honor of tonight's date.
Oh, nice.
That's a good bottle. It was a good bottle.
Good year.
That
Yes, it was.
That was one of the legacy producers that made a really good American single malt.
Yeah. That
And
was
now
good.
you got Claremont Steep and a couple others
Sure.
that are larger distilleries that just aren't quite hitting the mark that are trying to jump on that bandwagon.
Right.
Butt Cheeks McGee, $2. Trent, can you do an anatomy lesson for us? I could.
We'll be all wrong.
Maybe I'll start a healthcare channel.
What happened to our people in the chat? What happened?
What do you mean?
Bunch of degenerates.
Dick and butt cheeks are
All right. Stop it, dude. Come on.
They're essential to the chat.
Yep.
Nah, what? Yeah. Okay. Carlos said we need to do a peated whiskey show, or
Okay.
yeah, a peated Scotch show. And he just roasted me. Difference between Kurt and Trenton: Kurt saves people's whiskey diligently, and Trenton leaves it in his car or on top of his trash cans. I mean, that's accurate.
That's Carlos.
That is Carlos.
This is true, though. Whew. All right. Getting
I knew that was coming.
acclimated here to this.
Gosh, what a
Don't even say it, Trent.
what a unique.
Don't even say it.
You can tell by his face it's something
I know,
should just
I know.
be left alone.
Oh,
Probably.
I've known him
No,
a
I'm
long-
still just laughing at what I said. Nothing has happened in the chat since then.
I've known him a long time now.
Hey, I got that nap. I was trying to get this nap before
Yeah,
the show.
I swear to
just got
gosh,
it.
that gnat could be all over here. I wouldn't even see it. And he's just like Trenton. I mean, it's there. It's just gonna kill him.
Did you see the fly?
Oh, I got a gnat.
Oh, you knew there was a fly on both of these lights here. I was lying.
Aquavit. That's Norwegian.
I don't know, Ken. This one's pretty spectacular.
It's pretty good. But what I was going to say about it, on the nose and especially on the palate, I don't get any of the, at least me personally, don't get any of the caramel toffee, that kind of vibe.
No.
Or I don't get much baking spices either.
No, and Taylor was talking
It
to me
is.
earlier too on some single malt that we picked that he tasted at Harry's one time. His little chocolatey notes, which can be very, you can get those quite a bit. It doesn't have that either.
No.
This is like
You're right. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, I forgot to do the key.
it's an earthy,
it's super fruity too.
yeah, and
Very
I was going to
fruity.
say dark fruit
Yes,
and earthy,
yes.
but man,
Yeah, that malt will give that earthiness
Right,
to it,
right.
but this
It's
is like
good.
a fruit bomb.
it is good.
This is going to be very hard for me to score since I'm the one that pulled the bottles, and I love them.
Yeah, even that last sip, even more of that dark fruit.
Oh my gosh, yes, Ken. That was like, even on first sip, it was like, wow, that's so fruity.
But I don't know about you, but American single malts, you get some that have the toffee and the caramels and,
Yeah.
some molasses or something like that. But I almost never get a baking spice on one. I know they say
Well,
that's,
we'll see.
I see a lot of people that
We'll
say
see.
that.
We'll see, because there's one in here that I don't know if I'll pick up on or not because it's a blind.
Right.
So but there's one in here that I say is a baking spice bomb. So we'll see if you pick up on it,
Maybe.
or if I do even. I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah, I see a lot of people, talking about
Yeah.
a taste or whatever. They
Sure.
bring up these baking spices, but I
Yeah.
hardly ever get that in American single.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Robert
ma'am.
Sheard is here.
Oh, hey, Robert.
Haven't heard from him in a hot minute.
Yeah. He's.
I think,
yeah.
didn't we say something last live stream?
We did.
Yeah, I've messaged Robert a few times, and he's enjoying himself.
Is he
Good.
still traveling?
I don't know if he still is, but he sure was for a
Yeah.
while there, and
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, the
absolutely.
Ruben Van and them are talking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. I'm glad to see you here, Robert. Hope you're doing well. We're gonna move on to B. That'd have been fun to have Robert and Phil and Julie here tasting these too.
We should make that happen sometime.
Yeah.
I still need to go against Phil.
Hey, you're in the chat, bro.
What did we talk about? Was it a taste off? Me versus Phil on a taste
Okay,
off?
well, what the deal is Phil and Julie have a Friday show they've done for a long time, 5 Sip Friday. And they take 5 sips on a sample they don't have no idea what it is, So they take 5 sips and be able to name off, I probably won't get them all, but like they try to get as close to the proof it is, the distillery it came from,
Wow.
what type of whiskey it is, whether it be bourbon, rye, etc. And there may be some other things there. And Julie does a fantastic job too, but Phil is like the GOAT. So
I'd like to
you
know
piped up and-
what's his win percentage on that?
I know.
you piped up and said you'd
That's a
smack
tough
him
one.
down.
That's a tough one.
That's what you
I
said.
mean, I am a whiskey sommelier, so there's a very high chance that I do beat Phil. But there's only one way to find out. So Phil, let's set that up. It'll be a lot of fun.
I would have no greater joy than see Phil just school him, take him to school.
You never know. Trenton's pretty good sometimes.
He is. No. He's got a better palate than I do. I know that when it comes to that guessing games and all that stuff.
You'd have a better chance than me in
Yeah.
We have some people in the chat who aren't super familiar with single malts.
Okay, sure.
And so they're asking some pretty good questions, like what are the biggest tasting note differences between a single malt
Yeah.
and like a bourbon?
Yeah, and Phil, if you're in there too, if you want to answer any of those questions along the way too, he's got more experience with that than I do as well. But to me, it's malted. It's malted barley. It's 100% malted barley in American single malt. So you're going to get the chocolatey, the
I get more earthy notes.
earthy. Earthy is a great way to put it. Type notes, but along with that, you'll get, especially some of these are finished. That Cedar Ridge bottle, the Catalea bottle, it's finished in wine cask, which will impart different type of fruit notes to it. But chocolatey is a good word that I like to use a lot, and especially in American single malt.
Yeah.
So it's 100% malted barley in the mash bill. The recipe's 100% malted barley in American single malt. So
And for the most part, I mean, people say they're smoky, and some of them can be. I don't look at them as smoky at all. That's just not what I get out of them most of the time, Yeah, right?
in the world, wow, that's a ride right there.
The bourbon man chimed in real quick, said, can't we just get along, sip some whiskey together, and then Trenton can tell us if it tastes like a particular brand of car seat or something?
You always got to bring something up as a competition, Phil.
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, this is a ride. This is a ride here. This is like deep, dark, stewed cherries on the nose with a slight hint of burlap almost. It's really weird, man. It's really
That's
weird.
not a bad,
Yeah,
because
no,
I was looking
serious.
at it like, what is that? It's a very unique note.
It very much. And it's going to sound weird or awkward, but it's almost, I almost want to say skunky per se,
100%.
but not in a bad way. How about that, Trenton? Yeah. I'm stealing your thunder,
It
bro.
really sounds like you're stealing a lot of my notes tonight.
I-
Burlap, skunk, in a good way.
That's
I'm rubbing off on you, I think. You're welcome.
Does that even make sense, Jen?
Yes.
It's skunky, but in a good way.
Try it.
Well, it's like how beer can be like barnyardy kind
Here, Trent.
of, like
Have your mom just smell it.
I smell them all. I poured them.
grassy.
There's definitely a sulfur note going on in there. That's really nice.
Oh, it smells delightful.
There you go. Sulfur.
Sulfur,
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
what
Man, I'm driving.
I like the smells.
You do? Okay, I'm surprised you like that smell.
I like the
Because it is a little,
Carrie does not
It's-
like the smell of most
it's,
single malts.
yeah, it's a crazy ride. But
Fudgy.
it's fudgy. There's probably gonna be some coming up that side, but that's
Wait, right?
No, Cam's in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
who?
Cam.
Cam. Oh, you're on the top chat, man.
Cam?
Oh, no wonder it's me.
Cammy Cam.
Cam, another young fella.
Excuse me.
Oh, duh.
I gotta read what you wrote about it. That's all I care.
Well,
Kat's very good
it
about
was
writing notes.
darker and sulfur, but I
Okay.
there is
Yeah.
some spice in that one.
Yeah,
There is.
Oh, no, for
More-
sure.
More than
for sure,
I typically get out of one, but
for sure.
I wouldn't say it was a baking spice bomb or whatever. There was more on the nose than there was on the palate.
Uh-huh.
So when I smelled it, I'm like, oh, this might be the one Kurt's talking about, because it smelled like a lot of baking spice. But then it was just a little bit in there, but it definitely had a little spice to it, though.
So Cam is in there, right? And Cam he wouldn't like this. I don't think he
I
liked
don't know.
this.
Does Cam like American single malt?
From what I heard when we were talking, it's not his favorite. Cam,
Yeah.
chime in. I don't want to
Also-
support you.
Oh, Cam, come on, buddy.
Virginia is in here, and it is Virginia's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Virginia, to one of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah, she's.
I hope it's the best birthday ever.
Sounds like it. She donated $20 on her birthday.
Oh,
She forgot there was a live stream, so a fun birthday surprise: eating Wendy's nuggies and sipping on 24 mixers, barrel strength rock, another year around the sun, and glad.
Heck yeah, Virginia.
I tell you what,
I like it.
that's a way to celebrate right there with some Wendy's nuggies and some
Gas
Vickers
strength.
barrel
So
strength fry.
authentically.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you for joining us, Virginia, on your birthday too. Very nice of you. This is like apricot to me. Bright peach or apricot.
There's a lot of the maltiness
Very.
on the nose too.
This is like peach apricot with the actual a good malted chalk ball. Chalk ball? Is that what it is?
Chocolate ball, maybe?
That's it. Chocolate malt ball. Right?
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Thanks, honey, for helping me out there. But that's what it is. I mean, the good ones. I mean, like a good quality.
Yeah.
That's really what it smells like.
Like a milk dud?
Hey, don't forget milk dud, dude. No.
What's a good malt ball?
Albany's has some.
Albany
Oh, do
say,
they?
yeah, they do have some, and there's a couple places up in Chicago. I've had some in the candy stores up there that, pretty good.
Okay.
It'll change your life.
Whoppers are terrible.
It's awful. No, I'm not talking about
It's
that.
not a Whopper.
No. This,
Yeah, Whoppers.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Shinzy, that's not a good.
Oh, that's not a good one. No.
Coming up on a show or something, I'm gonna get some good stuff for you to try in front of everybody.
We have to do another SLB tries. I did agree. I think it was Chantel said something about pizza or fries or nuggets. It might have been Virginia who said nuggets.
What? That was great.
So we might need to do that. Find the best
Oh,
nuggets.
find the best.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Kurt did.
Wendy's does not have the best nuggets.
He said Taco Bell.
Really?
They're pretty good.
I feel like we should have Virginia on.
Because I don't really like much of anything at Taco Bell, and I think Rebecca wanted to go, and I said, oh, they got some chicken nuggets. I'll just try that. They're pretty good.
You said they beat McDonald's.
Yeah, they do. They actually look like chicken.
McDonald's nuggets are terrible.
Yeah, they don't look like chicken, really.
What does that even mean?
The insides of them don't really look like
Oh,
chicken.
the inside.
Yeah. The flies on the light, Trenton.
Rebecca, you know, we were
I missed them.
talking that they have Tomato Bar here tonight, some pizza, local place here that me and Carrie really like. But we were talking about the pizza of the month, and we both tried it. I liked it a lot. She didn't as much. But you know the peach base, peach jam base that it has, that's what that reminds me of.
There's a pizza down here with the peach jam base.
Did you try that pizza?
West
Or was it just her?
I did not.
You weren't here.
Sorry.
Yeah, you were not feeling well.
No.
So we're happy to have you back today.
Come here, baby.
Well, that was glorious. That was a wonderful sip. It was everything I explained in the aromas, but better on the palate. It was super delicious.
Wow, did you see that button that says transition? In the
I'm
top
telling you,
middle?
the peach jam base in that pizza.
Yeah.
That's what
When
that
you
tastes
move on to letter D, can you do
Yeah.
that, please?
I can't really tell if it's peach or if it's apricot or whatever, but there's a stone fruit. How about that?
Well, trust me, I don't know much of the difference. I don't eat it, but I can relate it to the peach jam base that was on that pizza.
There's definitely some beautiful ripe stone fruit notes.
Yeah,
coming
that's
out of that. Well, the maltiness in there is just,
Heavy on that one.
it's glorious
It's good.
though.
Good.
It's luscious. It really is.
We got a $10 donation from Grady McCall. Drinking walleye run tonight. Can't wait to see you
Hey,
guys.
all right.
Trying to get you guys.
Can't wait to get you guys the bottles for the charity drive. Thank you, Grady. Appreciate that,
Appreciate it,
buddy.
Grady.
Walleye run is a great choice.
Oh.
Anything walleye run is,
Yeah,
is
good choice for
fantastic.
tonight. Drinking along with tonight's blind too.
I convinced Rodney to have some walleye run. What'd you think?
It was excellent.
Excellent, he says.
Okay.
We did not pay Rodney to say that.
Is that one of your first times trying walleye run?
We did, yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's good
Oh,
stuff.
that weed is lights out.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It is.
It is. Weird.
$10 from Steve Giguri. $10. Really enjoy your weekly videos, and I'm not even a bourbon drinker. Interesting.
Huh.
Well, there you go.
That's really interesting.
Thanks for hanging
What?
out.
I would be curious. What's your drink of choice?
And how did you find it?
Yeah, that's
right.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Well, Trenton's known, all over the country. He's pretty popular,
Hopefully.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't deny that. It happens.
Trenton, this is almost bubblegummy. Almost.
I was just gonna say,
Extremely light fruit.
on the nose, there's hardly any of them all
No.
notes.
And it's
Deep.
Robert Sheard
Oh.
said, oh, he's got to run, but he said.
There's hardly any malt notes
There's
on the
really
nose.
You wanna read
Robert's leaving?
Sorry.
Yeah, he's leaving, but he says, Michelle, Rebecca, Kurt, Trenton, and Kent, miss you all. Would love to visit Indiana again soon.
Yeah.
We would love to
Let me
have
know when you're coming around,
Absolutely.
Where's Robert at again?
Have a fantastic weekend, buddy. He's in Carolinas.
Okay.
He was just in.
Yeah, this is weird. This is like
Yeah.
almost a tiny bit floral and bubblegummy.
And these have all been heavy malt notes on the nose, and this is like none.
Yeah,
Did
it's wild.
you squeak in something?
No, I did not actually.
It's wild. It's wild the differences.
We got $50 from Brandy Jansen for suicide awareness, please. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Brandy. Very
Thank you
generous.
so much.
That we will definitely do that. Thank you very much. $2 Stone Cold.
Hey, buddy.
Steve Austin, thanks for the sample. Sharing with the Indie Boys, $2. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you,
Was
Steve.
it the sample you sent him of the? What was that?
Yeah, he had mentioned on the live stream when we did our most expensive bourbon lineup, he said he'd like to have the Infinity sample. So I did. I sent it to him.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I sent it to him.
And then we got Flatalabob.
Flat tail Bob.
Oh, Flat Tail Bob, $10. Sorry, don't know how this works. I don't know how reading works, Bob. So you're all good. Thank you, Bob.
Oh, that's
Wow.
a good one.
Wow. Yeah, that really threw me for a loop.
Dude,
there.
that was close.
Hey, Trenton, that makes me think, and we still give Caleb a hard time about this. So he's looking at the pantry. He's like 13 at the time, you know, and he's like, "What are Escamapis?" And we're like, "What?" You know, kept going, and finally Daniel goes, "It's Eskimo pies, idiot." So we always joke around. You want some Escamapis?
Some things you just never let go.
Flatalabob?
I don't know, but it reminded me of that.
I think we need a reading.
That's fantastic.
Oh, Lord.
I gotta get back to that.
Whiskey Nose.
Hey, Marty.
Marty, what's going on, buddy?
Good to see you, Marty. I'd like to have Marty involved in our live stream, Trenton, for our Riley's charity live stream.
That'd be
When the time
fantastic,
comes.
yeah. That'd be very cool.
Earlier, he said that he should join you and Phil in a taste-off or whatever.
Bring it on, Marty. Marty's been generous, so generous to us too. He sent us several bottles. Marty's the one that sent that current edition, Trenton, of the Double Oak Conviction.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is so good. So
That was confusing me a bit, Kurt.
it is, and I hate to say that because I put these out here. I have to be honest. I put these out there as like my 5 favorites, and this one, when you put it up right next to other ones, it's just kind of hitting the mark a little bit. It's just it's still light. There's some light fruits in there. There is some
Very-
decent stuff going on.
Almost confectionery, though.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
almost like a candy, not an actual fruit, you know, or anything like that, like a candy type thing. But the thing that's throwing me off is I'm not hardly getting any malt
Right.
on the palate either.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of, I will say that one's got a little bit of baking spice.
Yeah, it
that I
does.
got there.
There is some lower rich notes that's kind of carrying the sip. I would call it. I think that's good on your part. Call it a little bit of a baking spice there, but it's more of an elegant, more of a moderate type sip. It's not
Yeah.
bombastic and in your face as some of these other ones.
Yeah, a lot lighter for sure.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
lighter.
Pretty good, but a lot different than what we've
Yeah,
been tasting.
it's actually very good.
Yeah.
Just way out of the ballpark compared to the first 3.
All right, moving on.
You have to read it. It's a donation.
Don't think twice.
He's debating.
Think twice.
$2 from Cheeks McGee. Can we get a DVB?
Although it's spelled out.
Next live stream. I don't even know what that means.
Like, maybe Butt Cheeks McGee and Dick Jibber on the live stream versing each other, doing who knows what.
Probably not going to happen.
No?
Probably not.
Shame. A. Ellis, $10 donation. He's crying laughing. I'm not sure if it was Gibber or if it was me.
No, it's probably you.
The Flotilla Bob.
Probably.
Mom, can you hit the transition, please?
sorry.
Thank you.
Do you have a little peanut butter in this one? I do. Oh, here you go.
It's like-
Trenton, he's got to
Hey,
check me.
Trenton.
He's got to be the teacher and say yes or no.
Trenton, it's the peanut butter pretzels that got the peanut butter inside of them. That's what that is.
Very could be, yeah, sure. I'll go along with that.
Yeah, it's not quite like a rich peanut butter type
No.
of like you just
Yeah.
open a.
It's those little square pretzels
Yeah.
with the peanut butter in them.
Oh, what are those? Simons?
Just a hint of a light fruit in there too, but dominantly that peanut butter pretzel note Kent's talking about.
Sanders pretzels with the peanut butter in it.
Wow.
There's that malt.
Wow.
And that one.
That's that is some,
I love the malt in that one.
yeah, that's
That note is fantastic.
that's an in-your-face, I'm American single malt, here I am.
Right.
You know, that's it's got some proof to it too. It's got some yeah, this is burly, I'd say.
That's the longest lasting finish I've had so far. Yeah, I dig that
I
one.
find a lot of baking spices on that. Actually, like a
I'm debating, is that baking spice or proof? Because
it's zippy.
it's zippy, man.
It's zippy, and there's like a burn end of a brownie in there too. That's really nice.
Gosh. It's going to be tough.
I've learned a lot from you, Phil. Thank you.
All right, here you go.
Yep.
Drinking along with sample D. This is from the Bourbon Van. Tastes like molasses, toffee, and orange peel. Definitely light and deceptively sippable.
Okay. What? No. What?
Okay.
He has it.
Yeah, he has D.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So-
What's he say?
Tastes like molasses, toffee, and
Yeah.
orange peel.
Okay. I go with
Definitely
molasses.
light and deceptively sippable.
That's for D.
Well,
That is for D.
100% the sippable part. That was a really easy sipper. For sure.
I love that orange peel note that he gave too.
Yeah, I could see that. I missed out
Yeah.
on the toffee.
Yeah.
I didn't really get that, but sometimes I wonder, just is it my taste buds or what? But single malts, it seems like there's a couple notes that people will bring up that I never get in one, and I don't know if the malt in it or something else in it cancels that out for me or something, or I just don't pick up on it. But
Birdman, well, Birdman says.
For me-
all but one of these.
It's when you taste side by sides. That's when it's harder for me to delineate some,
yeah,
But I don't know, Ken. I like D, man. I like D quite a bit.
Right,
Yep.
I hadn't
Have you?
wrote anything down. I was interested in what Phil had to say and to see if I was anywhere close. But
Phil, Bourbon Van. I have all but one of these over here.
Oh, I believe it.
I'm which one do you not have?
Yeah, but.
Curious.
I faithfully follow for many reasons. They're wonderful people, some of the nicest people I've ever met. And I love how they travel together, and they were able to see so many and experience so many things in their travels. But a lot of their whiskey choices are a little bit outside the box, which is where I'm at a lot of times too. A lot of my whiskey choices are outside the box. I like them all. And so I like listening to that and their opinions on things. They haven't steered me wrong yet.
I love the finish on that one. It's still hanging around.
I'll be honest with you, Kent, and I wish, if I just finished the bottle off last week or a week or two, but I would have, when it comes to Whiskey Del Bac, because I really like Whiskey Del Bac out of Arizona too, but Phil and Julie had a barrel pick from Whiskey Del Bac that I absolutely loved. I wish that would have been in here instead, but sorry, it's gone.
I'm curious, Phil, if you have. So, me and my wife's on our vacation. We had one disagreement. We had very full suitcases, and we went to Flagstaff Liquors which I found out Trevor's owns, and that's why the place was stocked full of awesome stuff. I wanted to go buy a suitcase. They had the airbags there in the store, and I wanted to buy like 10 bottles, honestly. I didn't end up buying any except for, they did have them real cheap, the little Blantons. So I got one, I collect those little ones, so I made sure and grab one of those. But anyway, they had a Delbach Ode to Isla, and I'm curious if he's had that one. So I could,
I'll bet he has.
should I be more mad at Carrie because it's so awesome? That's the one I really wanted to grab. I really did.
Yeah, I don't think I have that one.
There's a bunch I wanted, but that one in particular, I really wanted to grab that one.
All right, Trent, we're going to move on to the last one on F. If you got anything else up there you got going on. This is obviously the darkest whiskey of the group.
We have a $50 donation from Ran C, 47. Would like to contribute to suicide awareness from Hot Ass Atlanta.
That doesn't say Atlanta.
Arizona. Wow, I can't read tonight.
And he's gonna be driving to
Yeah.
New York tonight. That makes me feel really good.
No, it's fine.
I mean, he doesn't have to do much reading while he drives.
Yeah, I really
Well,
don't
if
have
he
to read.
can't read, maybe he can't see to drive.
I have
No, I
20.
think the eyesight thing is different from the brain problem.
No, I have 30
That was a bit
vision.
dark.
I'm good. Thank you very much for that. We will definitely put that towards the suicide awareness. Thank you very much for that. Kevin
I really
Page.
appreciate that, guys.
Kevin Page, $100. This is another great tasting. Love this channel. Really appreciated the tour of SLB and Trenton's basement.
That was a good time. I also, hey, let us know in the comments. Comments in the chat.
Yep.
Proper, right?
There you go. You're getting it.
I'm trying.
I'm so proud.
Because I talked to Kim, I mean, if you want to see Kent's basement too,
Yeah.
we also have a tour of Kent's basement. This is super nice as well. So,
We will also. We've been saying this for quite a while. We will be finally meeting Kevin Page
I know, that'll be fun.
after 4
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Kevin
Okay,
and
yeah.
Carlos, that'll be nice. That'll be
of
fun.
Boston.
July?
How's that happen? Do I know about it?
Excited.
Sagamore.
Oh, really? And I won't miss it.
Yeah.
Gosh, darn it. Luda.
Actually, though, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it just keeps.
Don't say anything bad. I think Carrie's on.
I know.
This is very dark. It's rich. It's chocolate. It's a little plummy.
This was the one I was, when I did the Trenton Knows Them
Yeah.
All first. I was like, whoa, that's awesome.
It's a beautiful richness coming out of this glass for sure.
We have a $10 donation from BLD2342. What do you guys think of 1792 Full Proof?
I dig it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's
I do
they don't
think it's great.
chill filter it, which is nice. $55 usually. The picks are good.
Yeah, the
There's
it's an
prices are
8-year, it's an
good.
8-year-old product.
There's
That's
actually a Litco pick in their stores right now, foolproof. I just saw it today. I don't know how long it's been there, but I noticed it today.
You know, you've got cheeks.
McGee. D versus B in Trenton's basement. Jack Daniels 14 entry price. That's a good entry price. That's a fantastic entry price. We'll talk about it.
The mouthfeel is fantastic. on
It
that
is.
one. That was silky.
Silky smooth. It is chocolatey. There's some really dark stewed fruits like
That's the first one I've
plums
gotten a
or-
lot of chocolate out of.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of chocolate coming through that one. It's just, it's lovely. It really is. I really don't know.
You did.
First one out for me, Kent, is unfortunately has to be D.
And am I doing this or?
Do you have the paper right? You want it?
I can do it.
Yeah. Kent will do it.
So I'm going to list them top to bottom just to keep myself straight. But first one
Alright.
up for you is what, D?
D.
Man, I don't know if I could do that.
Really?
Maybe.
All right. And I like the sip. It
Well, that's why-
tonight I'm enjoying that richer, darker, more,
That is the
chocolatey
only
type
light one
notes.
in the mix.
It is.
And
It is,
but
and it's an elegant
super
sipper.
good. It's just
It's an elegant sipper.
way different. Way different.
Yeah, I go back to those light fruits are really coming through. I can see where Phil's talking about that toffee note in there. You get a little bit of that barley stuff, and it's really nice. But tonight, this is what I've done for the last couple of years now. I just really try to focus in what I'm enjoying at the moment. So at the moment, I'm enjoying some of the other ones a little bit better. That's all.
We got 10 gifted memberships from Spiker F1545. Thank you very much, and congrats to Blankenship got one. Congratulations! Oh, Marty got one. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you all. Yeah, but that towel, get one. Yeah, but that towel.
Yeah.
I can handle
The
that.
top.
Yeah, that's.
Bourbon Van says, yes, just got one for myself. The latest annual release is great. Previous ones were little one note. Same for their Frontera.
Okay. They had that too.
Yeah, the Frontera too.
You do?
Yep. Yeah, it's over there.
Maybe I missed this. Is all their stuff like hickory finish? Like that's their thing, right? They have like a hickory or some kind of a finishing.
It's not finished. No, the grains are sometimes they're smoked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Mark,
I'm having such a hard time here, Kurt.
mesquite. Really, I'm surprised, honestly. I really am. Which one are you battling over? B?
3 different ones.
Oh, all right then. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Not because I dislike any of them. I'm just
Sure.
trying to, I don't know.
In the meantime, Virginia donated $2 and said, also, when is Trenton starting his ASMR channel?
Never.
I thought it went pretty well.
Ew.
You didn't like it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can't.
I thought I was on airplane mode.
John Wolfie,
You know the rules. Come on,
4368.
kid.
$2 donation. Thank you very much. 1792.
Airplane mode's on. Why am I getting a...
That's weird.
Ghosts.
If you're connected to Wi-Fi, it doesn't matter.
Well, I just turned the sound off. I didn't know that would come through.
John Wolfie, 4368. $2. 1792. Foolproof over an ice ball is my favorite go-to.
I love
never
that.
had that.
I love
It's
that.
actually
I haven't
good.
either. I'm gonna try that.
That's good.
I am.
We did. Do you remember what we did in the ice show? Because I believe we did a show where we tasted
We did.
whiskey and then we put it in ice.
Yes. Which one? What whiskey tastes best over ice?
Yeah, I can't remember which ones we put in
Yeah, it
there.
was fun.
I'd be interested to try the 1792
Yeah.
Foolproof in there again.
Yeah, for sure.
I know I'm going to be... I know this is going to be way off, but that's my first out.
Yeah.
I know...
No kidding. No, you're good because that's my second out.
Oh, okay.
You want to know something?
That one... Sorry.
Yes.
When you pushed out, my laptop is lagging.
Mine too.
When you pushed out D, it hurt Phil's feelings. He said that was in his top 2
I'm sorry
for this lineup here. Just
Phil,
like that. I thought you might want to know.
Hopefully this one wasn't his other one. His top 2.
I still love you, Phil. Sorry, buddy. I like them all up here. That's why I put them out. Honestly, that's why I put them out.
I
It
really
just doesn't
like...
have that profile that I'm really digging tonight.
I really like Be a Lot too, but the sulfur note in that one, which I know Trenton usually really digs, is almost a little too much.
If he was up here, he'd probably be arguing with us.
Oh yeah,
On that one.
The sulfur note's
preference.
almost too much.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's
heavy.
not for everybody. I like
It's heavy
I
enough.
like that one.
I like the
Or I
Middle
like the
West
sulfur note, but-
pumpernickel.
Yeah.
That sort is awesome.
Yeah,
This
very good.
almost overpowers the rest of it. That's why I went that route.
So, what's your second out? Sorry to push mine out.
No, that's okay.
Let me think here.
Oh, and you had B, so you're for your second one, right? So B's up. Let's see here.
Tripped me out.
Man.
Somebody needs to talk.
Well, here you go.
Still, this is awesome.
really having a hard time.
I'm glad actually, because if Kent is this perplexed,
I'm really
and we're
having a
only
hard time.
pushing out, he's only pushing out his 5th place.
Right.
You know,
They're all
that's
pretty
pretty
darn
cool.
good. They're all pretty
That's
darn
pretty
good.
cool.
Well, here you go. I'll talk for you. Blankenship the Devil, $5. Howdy from the PNW. PNW. What is that?
Is it my question?
Oh, okay. The undisputed heavyweight champ of the American single malt world. The rest of y'all are battling for second place.
Which is it? What do you say?
You hear me reread it?
No, just what is the champion? Which one?
Howdy, I gotta reread it. Howdy from the PNW, the undisputed heavyweight champ of the American single malt world. The rest of y'all are just battling for second place.
Gotcha. My bad.
I kind of agree with that.
I mean, it's hard to argue, but I'm partial.
Maybe I'm just doing this for an excuse to keep drinking these because they're so
Hey, that's fine.
Probably.
They're all good. $2 from AJ Kinsey. That's probably right. 81. May have missed it. Guys had Redline Hive Edition. I don't think so. I haven't had anything from Redline. Have you?
That kills me to do that.
No, we had. Oh, that looks like the Huntington.
What are you doing?
That kills me to do that, man.
What are you doing to me? What? Holy
You
moly!
guys are gonna start fighting up there, aren't you?
That kills me because that is so good. It kills me to put that.
Would you push out C?
Yeah.
Cut them off. Oh no. Here we go.
And I can tell you the reasoning.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I want to know.
It's a very heavy. I said that peach jam.
It is.
It's very heavy.
Yeah, I'll grant you that.
Fruit's pretty low on my list.
Oh well, I guess.
Okay, that
if
makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. Kent doesn't eat fruit.
I don't need any of it. So
Yeah, he's been faking that for a long time.
Okay, well, you liked the pizza.
I did like the pizza, but
I'm surprised you even tried the pizza.
Carrie,
you tried
Carrie
some
100% talked me into that. And when I said, all right, fine, but I'm ordering something else if I don't like it. And then I liked it. So, but I expected not to. But that's the reason. You know, it is so good though. I love the malt note in there. It is so good. So good. But man, there's some really good stuff up here, Trenton.
Hey man, I'm not. Hey, to
I
each
could
their
pick
own.
any of these and push out, and somebody's gonna go, "What?" They're all
I will
Well-
never judge anybody's picks in a blind.
No.
we have been
absolutely not.
in general either. Unless you do push Baby Hudson out as number one, then I'll have a couple questions for you. But we've been humbled by blinds so many times.
So many times.
And it's just, they're just fun. No matter what comes out on top and what
Yes.
comes in last, especially when Wild Turkey comes in last on a blind we do. That's always really fun.
It's happened.
It has happened.
It's happened. It's just weird. It just is what it is.
I almost read Flat Tail Bob as Flatala Bob again. $5. Thanks to the Pacers for giving the Thunder a good series. This donation goes to the suicide prevention. Try it again, Trenton. I really almost read it wrong again, but thank you, Bobby. Appreciate that.
that.
Well, I'm suffering here.
Well, I am too. And the reason, so when I do my notes, because I don't usually do scores like you do, typically.
Okay.
I write notes and I underline things that are important to me. And,
Okay.
well, each one has something different, underlined. Like, this is my favorite finish. This is my favorite nose. This is my favorite, mouthfeel. This is, well, each one of them have something that was better than the other.
Right.
So I'm like, well, where do I go from there,
Yeah, I am wrestling. I'm wrestling on the inside with A. It's either going to be A or E that's going out next, and I mean, it is just very difficult
Well, I
for me to
will-
make a choice.
For once, we're on the same page there.
Okay.
I'm debating between those two right now.
All right. Well, I'll just go first. I'm going to go and push out A next. That kind of breaks my heart a little bit because it's just so good. But then I can follow suit with that then and push out.
And you're the peanut butter guy. You love peanut butter.
Sorry. It's just, this is tough. So that was A would be 4th for me. E would be 3 for me. And that leaves,
Are you writing this down?
we got it up here too.
He was first.
We're good,
He was
buddy.
second. You're out. What was your third out?
A was my third out, E was my fourth out.
Okay. Then I'm working.
So that leaves me C and F. So I'll go back to those now. But these honestly, these two could have been tied. They're just that good, both of them. Fantastic.
Mike Rada. Keep in mind, Trenton, the one that won the cocktail competition doesn't have the negative reactions to the baby Hudson you do, so maybe your palate is the one that's off. LOL. Yeah, I don't know about that, Mike. I will say I would be very interested to try both of those side by
Hey,
side
I got these.
because there was a distinctive
That's your
visual
third
difference
place?
in the color on
Correct.
Okay.
There's two more thickness.
I have flipped.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Matt Claren, I'm a fan of all these, but I especially like
Do you like all of them, Trenton? Do you like all of them?
I haven't had all of them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's two I haven't had.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'm going just the opposite.
Thank you, Matt Claren.
of Those
Appreciate
two,
you, buddy.
but it's those two are my
Not
The next to go.
spot. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He probably knows.
Yeah.
Jonathan
Sorry.
Sowery, $10. Love the channel. Thank you. No, thank you, Jonathan. We appreciate you, buddy.
Wait, am I right here?
Jesus is so
Can't you have E and F left?
I have E and F left. Yes.
Okay.
So I went A and D.
Count Skippy.
Count Skippy. Thank you very much. Is Count Skippy Fogger? Yeah, I think Count Skippy is Fogger.
And this one, I absolutely think that finish on that one is outstanding.
Which one are you speaking of?
E.
E?
That
It's a great kit.
hangs on there forever.
It's really good.
It's
really good.
No, we.
Very good.
Jacob, I definitely understand.
it's like you take a sip and you're still just keep tasting it and tasting it and tasting it.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful whiskey. I'm stuck here too. I'm really stuck. You know, this one here is the. Help me again, honey. I said it wrong once and I'll say it wrong forever. Chocolate malt ball? Is that right? Thank you.
There you go.
I mean, just of the highest quality chocolate malt ball with vibrant peach or apricot stone fruit notes. Wonderful. This one here is a little bit, this one here on this side, Kent, probably has the most pleasant mouthfeel.
Oh, for sure.
Wonderful viscosity there. Super smooth, even though I think all these were at least 120 proof. It doesn't drink to the proof either. This one's a little darker and it has those really beautiful dark stewed plums and different things in there.
I think that was the one I got the most chocolate out of too.
Chocolate,
F.
very much.
Yeah. It's basically peanut butter against chocolate. Can we combine the two?
Whatever you pick.
I love a Reese.
Whatever.
It's peanut butter
Blend
and
it.
chocolate.
Blend it.
Oh, I probably will.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea, I think.
Ooh, that might be a good idea.
Mike, I'm the same with you, buddy. If I poke fun at you, I love you.
Yeah, it took me a while to realize that.
Yeah, Michelle didn't get that. Michelle actually said, if you keep doing this, we're not going to work out.
Well, you were like. Yeah. Anyway, that's.
Trent, one of these is like an old friend.
One of them. I'm very interested to see where you both go. Really, considering. Yeah.
They're both delicious. I don't know what to do. So, but it's 9 o'clock our time, honey.
I know.
We need to make a decision, don't we? Yeah, I know.
That fly, man.
Got it in somewhere. Well, I made the first decision. I'll wait for Ken on this one, then I'll.
Okay.
Decision.
I'm done. I just
Go ahead.
figured it out.
That is one more taste, and I'll be done. Oh, so good.
Oh yeah, I gotta read.
What? Ooh,
Christian.
what?
I did.
Wow! Peanut butter for the win.
Peanut butter for the win on that one.
Trenton is a seasoned pro at towing the line at breaking Kurt. You can tell, dude has years of experience dancing all over. I really do. There.
What?
All the kids do. Are you kidding me? All of them, except for the girls. Well, let me be specific. Trenton and Kyle, probably in general.
I'm very good. What are you talking about?
No, you guys. Corey's pretty easy going. He's not there for that. And the girls, you and Kyle.
No, I
Love
can.
to poke the bear.
Yeah, you guys can.
No, I learned my lesson with you when I was a kid, though. Honestly, when I said the D&B thing, I heard it at the same time you did. It was hilarious. As soon as that came out of my mouth, I was like, "Oh, he's not gonna like that."
Remember, Corey and Kyle tried to teach you when you were young.
No, I stabbed Corey in the ear.
They tried to put you on the right path.
No, they did. I remember a couple. Trent, don't do it, man. Don't do it. And guess what? I did it, and it didn't go well.
That's how he learns.
And now that's how I ended up as a sommelier. You know, I learned. Right? So, Kent, you did F in second,
Yeah.
and E was your first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, when I don't even know if I would have thought that when I first went through the first. I don't know, man. This was a very difficult one for me because
wasn't it fun, though?
It was a lot of fun.
Wasn't it wonderful? This is
Because
awesome.
every
I really
one
wish
of
I could
them,
drink this. I want to do this.
every
This
one
same
of them
line.
had something that was really good about it.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay, pick which one, which individual thing.
American
I don't know.
single malts guys have their own qualities and characteristics.
Really do.
They really do, and I can't explain why. Phil probably can do it much more intellectually than I can, but probably by different distilling processes or whatever it is. The cool thing about American single malts is they all have their personal traits that are wonderful.
Like their own personality,
Yes. Yes. And I love that. I love that about a whiskey,
Yeah.
to tell you the truth. To where sometimes, and I'm only saying sometimes, in bourbon, it kind of is like, it could be close to the same.
Well,
when I'm doing,
especially in a blind of 6, sometimes they blend together a little bit.
but
These
tonight-
are drastically different. Each one
Yes.
had their own
Yes.
vibe.
Yes. So for tonight, I love both of these here, but I'm gonna have to push out F in second place, and what is that one? Trying C in first place, which is wild because where was C on yours, Kent?
Second out.
Nothing wrong with that. That's just that's just how we're perceiving the blind tonight. I love that.
Now,
but Kent's not a fruit person, and there is
I would be
vibrant
curious,
stone fruit in there.
Phil, if you could just let Trenton know what letters are your top 2.
Oh yeah, I'd be very interested in that.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I am way more of a newbie at single malts than Kurt is. He got me started in that part, and I don't know. I'm like maybe a year in with single malts. I kind of about the same as you.
Yeah, that's about
probably.
where I'm at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
trying.
man,
It's been about a year since you kind of walked over that. There was just some. At first, you're like, I don't think so. But then we got into some Westward. We got us different places, and you're like, wow. Well, wait a minute.
Westward was the one that really, like,
Westward, then
for
New
you.
Holland, I think, and
New Holland,
There's,
yeah.
yeah, there's some other ones
Yeah.
that were just like
I-
it kind of blew you away. A little
I
bit.
liked them right off the bat. It wasn't a matter of getting used to it or anything like that. I just never went that route.
Yeah.
So,
If you want to put yours down here, we'll get this.
oh yeah.
you should see this. Eric Knight just said Trent is definitely. Somebody asked if I was a prima donna. I don't even know what that means. But then Eric comes in and says Trent is definitely not a prima donna. High maintenance maybe. And then Ryan says no way Trent is high maintenance. Just look at his hair on videos.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
I have to know if Eric, are you fond of American single malts much at all? Eric's our resident Buffalo Trace expert.
Yeah. Oh, mine just did that too, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that to me.
Phil said that he forgot the letter order, but he can tell us the actual bottles. Yeah, Phil, if you want to do that in the
Okay.
chat, that'd be great.
Yeah, I would just be curious where
Yeah.
they land.
Yeah, hey.
All right, whose
would too.
order? Whose order are we going with here?
Well, let's go with mine and then we'll redo them with Kent's.
Okay.
Is that all right with you?
So C was your first out, right?
Yeah, no, I got D. C was in first place.
Oh, I'm sorry, D. Yeah,
D.
I wrote it down.
I got mine.
D's the first out.
D, the
D
first out was Whiskey Double.
Okay.
It's on that side.
Oh, it's sitting over here. Okay. And I love Whiskey Del Bog. I really do. I think they do some wonderful things. I love this sip. It's a little bit more elegant, and it has some lighter notes to it. But for tonight's tasting, it didn't stand up to the juggernauts that we were tasting it against. The richness, the darkness, the chocolate.
Yeah, they were all good.
Yeah, so they're all good. I loved them all. All right, buddy. I've got B going on next in fifth.
B?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Balcones.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the only one I kind of knew for sure. And I had to, I love the bottle. And for tonight in the tasting, that sulfur note, it is a train ride. I mean, that thing is a train ride. There's a lot of great notes in there, but it wasn't jiving with me with what we
surprised.
had up here at the bar top.
All right.
Because this was your last, I think, right?
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong side of the.
Huh?
That's you normally put them on the other side, like so. It's
No, we put them on this side.
okay.
No, I don't care. Which way is
I
it?
think
Is it
you're
over here,
right.
bud?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I don't usually look at it from this
I just had
direction.
a pour of this 2 nights ago and enjoyed the heck out of it downstairs. But
I'm with you. Look at this, Kent. Look at the level.
yeah,
And I got one backup. So
Yeah.
I'll be getting into that too. I
I
like
got
it
a
too.
back with that one. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I measured them up with what I was tasting, no, that's just where it was tonight.
yeah,
All right.
that's all right.
I got A, Kent, or Trenton. A is in fourth, but
Cameron, I see your message, buddy. We're gonna get through this key and then I'll read your question out loud. Which one, sir?
A.
A is Old Line.
This is the one where I didn't know what to do. This was tied. I love this bottle. This is Old Line single barrel. Now, the good thing about Old Line, guys, veteran owned, great people. We're going to be there also for a barrel pick. All their stuff is available online for purchase. I'm sure there might be some stipulations on some states that they probably can't ship
there's
to.
always, yeah.
But this particular bottle, what I love about them, they always keep all of their inventory is excellently priced. And I'm going to speak out loud. I might be a little bit wrong, but it's around
This
60
is cool
bucks.
too.
Yeah, it's
Very
very.
detailed.
You can't see it from here, but very detailed, very
detailed.
transparent.
Yeah.
Great people. I love supporting that, and they're efficiently priced. So
I did forget about this. Eric said, yes, Kurt, you guys turned me into single malts with Westford and Old Line. I forgot. Eric was deciding if he should buy the Milestone too. And I told him, I was like, buy it. If you don't like it, I'll buy it from you.
I would have
Well-
said
And I never heard back from him. And
So
I
he
think
must have liked it.
he loved it.
we
Yeah.
forgot about that. That was a part. Trent and I in our conversations.
we talked about it too.
Yeah, and Kent too. We just didn't put Milestone two. It just wouldn't have been fair.
I don't think so.
It's just that good. It's just that good.
It's the best American single malt I've ever had.
It's one of those that I think once in a while you just nail it, and they nailed that one.
Yeah.
It's you know, and me, Trent, and I like to get close to that edge and almost jump off of it, but it could be one of the best whiskeys I've ever tasted, and that's facts.
I am
But-
hoping they do a Milestone 3. If they do, I'm kind of going to be a little nervous because they did so well on the 2.
Well, you know, Miles has to be nervous about that too.
Oh my, yeah.
He's
Yes.
got to be like,
Yes.
okay, this was cool, but how do I
yeah.
follow that up?
Trent, another one that might end up in my top 5. I really think hard about it. Is the barrel pick we picked at Limestone Farms.
Really?
It's freaking good.
Do you
It was
do you
so
have
good.
yours here? Did you get yours? Is it here? The limestone?
So no, it's over there.
Oh.
Your place.
Okay. Shoot.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah. That one's insane.
oh yeah, unbelievable.
That one's insane.
Anyways,
All right, your third place was what?
oh yeah, back to me. E.
That was the Zeppelin.
You know, another great bottle, and that's also, you know what, Trent? This doesn't surprise me that these two are going neck and neck because they have a lot of the similarities.
Yeah.
This one has a little bit of a fruit note that I was really enjoying, where this was heavily baking spice and some really good stuff
This
in
is
there.
what this was the peanut butter.
But peanut butter.
Yeah.
Wow. This is one blind for
And
us, Ken.
and you
This
know,
one.
well, I will say, I kept going on and on about the finish,
E.
and then it hung on forever. Well, part of that is the 135.9 that was just hanging out in there
Yeah.
for a long time, but I really like the finish on that one a lot.
So
They
good.
don't make that anymore.
No.
Or they don't have it under that label anymore. I don't
So
know
good.
what they're doing with it. Well, it's
Delicious.
interesting too because we had the cask strength walleye run. It was a 13-year American single malt. I think it was too old.
Yeah.
It just was not that good.
It didn't really
I
jive.
mean,
It
I
could have been a
shouldn't say
single
that.
barrel, but
It just wasn't that impressive. But, all right, buddy. I have got F next. F in second place.
I mean, look at the color on that thing,
I know.
and you tell me what that is.
Yeah, that's a Cedar Ridge.
Yeah, that's a cedar.
And that's at the dark plums, the stewed fruit, the viscosity and the mouthfeel on this was number one.
Number one for sure.
just was.
On that part. 100%.
But for me, Westward
that.
Cast Strength is just that I just adore, and it might not be for everybody, but I just personally adore that chocolate malt ball note that's in there, that's paired with that vibrant, bright, in your face peach and apricot note. I can understand why Ken, who's not a fruit eater, would kind of fall back on that because it's not quite his thing. But it's just, this is just like, but it just looks so good.
I am, just to let you know, and that's my second to last, right?
Yeah, you go ahead and line them up for you.
But I will say I'm on my second bottle of that.
There you go.
Not
It's
like
so
I don't
good.
like it. That's for
And
sure.
here's the thing. The odd thing is I was talking to Paul a couple months ago, and he was telling me that there are Westward Cast Strengths at Total Wine in Texas for $40
Oh my gosh.
because people just don't buy them.
Wow.
And I was
That's insanity.
like, please buy all of them and bring
All of
them
them.
here
Yeah.
All
because that is one of the best deals you could ever get
Yeah.
with whiskey, honestly.
without question.
Fantastic. We have a couple of their club releases that are with Jay or at Jay's dad's that I forgot about. The Tokai or the Takagi,
Kaji, yeah.
the smoked cask,
Well, the cognac.
a couple
It
others.
was the cognac when we were at the Riley's Children's Hospital live stream at Westward. The cognac is the what came in number one in our blind.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
with all Westward whiskeys out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I don't think this was in it, but a lot of their finishes that they had. So they just produce some really great American single malts.
They do.
They just
They do.
Now they're not super cheap. You know, they're going to be around $100 probably, $80 to $100.
Unless you live in Texas at the Total Wine.
Yeah, unless you're in Texas, nobody buys them, which is crazy to me. But go ahead and line these up, Ken, to your list, to your line.
So I had B was last. What's that one?
B was last, was Balcones.
Okay. And then
Well, Phil would agree with that.
C.
C was Westward.
That blows my mind a little bit. But,
Yeah.
It does to me too. But
and then
stay true to yourself.
A.
Nothing wrong
A
with
was Old Line.
Okay.
So it's there.
D.
Delbach. Whiskey Delbach.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this is
And
how I
then
finished.
F and E.
Yeah, that's how I
F was the
finished.
Cedar Ridge and E was the Zeppelin.
I don't blame you for the Zeppelin, Ken, because that's fantastic, and,
Oh, yeah.
and that's one blind.
Now here's what I want to do. I really do want to do that.
Really quickly, we have Nicholas Hankins. $10 picked up an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C924, my first Glencairn on the way home from work to enjoy the live stream tonight.
Aw,
Well,
Thanks for the great content and
thank you.
insights.
Thank you for taking the time to be with us. We appreciate it.
first Glencairn, that's so cool.
Yeah, that is
And
awesome.
that's a good Elijah Craig. That's
Yes,
a good
it
Elijah
is.
Craig. I'm surprised those are still floating around, honestly.
It's a C923 you're thinking of.
24, C924. Still though, that
That's
was
great. That's a
6
good
months
one,
ago
yeah.
that came out. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's true.
Read quick.
Excuse me, that's true. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Corvette Bill, $10.
Thank you.
Hey to my friends at SLB, I am caring for my wife who is recovering from her second back surgery in 10 months. Love my friends on the
Well,
SLB
I tell you what,
crew.
Bill, man, you guys kind of been through it. Bill's been through some surgeries, I think, of hip replacement, stuff like that, and now his wife. So,
Who in 10
thinking about you, Bill. Thinking about you and your family.
Dang.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Surgeries.
That's
Good friends. Bill's the one who gave you the coin last month.
Oh, thank you again for that, Bill. That's a very meaningful thing that meant a lot to me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that, Bill.
Good
Oh,
man.
Tom Morrow's watching.
Tom, good to see you. Good to see you on the Tom. that was a wild day, man. It was a wild day of life so far, man. We had a good time. We appreciate you guys rolling out the red carpet for us. You guys, what was so fantastic about that? It was more of a family atmosphere there at that distillery. So it's like a family distillery.
That's the winner.
With a family YouTube channel,
It's the father son.
and it was just a great time. It was a great time.
We got to meet the 7th generation.
We did. We got to meet
So
our 7th
cute.
generation. Little.
He was teething. He was a little angry, but he
Yep,
was.
little fella.
Cutest cheeks ever.
Yeah. Trent loved the fried chicken.
Try that.
That was the best fried chicken I've ever had.
And
That's the winner. By
the
the way.
dinner. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That spaghetti was lights out. It was a little spicy too.
Yes. Really good.
If it wasn't 95 degrees outside, I would have eaten the whole thing.
Are you kidding me right now?
You had time to smell it.
What's that?
That's the
Wow.
That's
Holy cow.
awesome.
That's Kent's home blend. So
That's
these two.
awesome.
That's Kent's home blend.
I want to buy those two and just go.
That is the first thing
That's
that I'm trying when I
amazing.
get home.
Holy cow, that's
That's
so
the
good.
first thing I'm trying when I get home.
That's really good.
That's really good. That is really good.
That's cool. That's incredible. Wow. Wow.
Local feed, yes.
Local feed for the win. That is correct.
Really. Oh, and the four we had.
We had a 1964 JW Dan.
That was so cool.
Very good.
Yeah.
Or a 67, it was 94 or 67, or 64, 67. Bill, I hope your wife recovers quickly and everything's
No doubt.
okay with her, buddy. We appreciate the $10. Hopefully that's the last surgery for either of you for quite some time.
All right, guys, listen now. Before we get out of here, remember the date. Trent and I's schedule and the family schedule for the month of July is ridiculous. We're all over the place. I'll be posting on Patreon, Instagram, and Facebook very soon about our barrel pick tour coming up here. That's going to be so much fun. In July, we'll be in, what is it, Trent? 5 states, 7 days. No, 4 states. 4 states, 5 distilleries in 7 days doing barrel picks.
6 days.
6 days doing barrel picks, and it's going to be so much fun. We got several meet and greets planned in those specific areas, so I will be posting that information for anybody around there. It's out towards our east, but because of all that, we cannot hold true to our normal schedule, which is the last Friday of every month for live streams. So our next live stream will be August 1st. Granted, it's a Friday. It's kind of the end of the month, but it's not. So August 1st, we're also contemplating at the moment, being at Revival Spirits, right, Trenton? Revival?
Yep.
For our live stream August 1st. If you want to say a little bit about Revival,
August
what we have
1st.
there. Is it?
I
Yeah.
thought we were doing end. We can do August 1st. We can talk to
We
Brett.
won't be able to do the end of July, right? Were we not able to?
What's that?
No, I just thought we were doing it the end of August, not
Okay.
the 1st of August.
Okay.
But we can talk to
No,
Brett.
no, you're right.
Oh, yeah,
My
okay.
apologies, you are, because we're going to be doing the other thing we got planned.
Yeah.
My apologies. Yeah, that's another thing to look forward to, though, because we, at the end of August, for our August live stream, it's very possible we'll be at Revival, which is going to be a wonderful time.
Yeah, we love the folks over there.
Yeah.
Brad and Shannon, they have a really cool operation. If you're ever in Covington, Kentucky, stay at the Covington Hotel or Covington Hotel. The best food at a hotel I think we've ever had.
And it's
Yep.
gorgeous too.
And it's a beautiful, it's like a little boutique hotel. You know, it's not like a Best Western or anything like that, but it's super nice. They have a cool bar. And 3 doors down, you can go get really solid old vintage pours for like $10.
Wow.
It's fantastic. So we might be doing a little something there. Maybe we'll have them curate a blind for us.
Gosh,
Maybe we'll do a little meet and greet there before the live stream.
Yeah, that'd be great, too. That'd be so
We'll
much
kick
fun.
everybody out before the live stream starts, and then
No, just keep them in there, man.
Yeah.
More the merrier. I love that.
have a little
I love it, man. Yeah.
have a little audience. Yeah.
Yes.
So that end of August, if we can
Yeah.
convince Brad to allow us
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
But it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, thanks for the correction. I apologize. That is true. This month we have a video series coming out that is going to be in July. What whiskey can Trent and I possibly come up with that might be able to beat Jack Daniel's 14?
Oh.
I don't know. We'll find
I
out.
don't know if it can be done.
Yeah, we got every Monday and every Friday we'll be dealing with that subject. On Monday will be a list of our favorite types of bourbon, and on Friday we'll blind them to see what one bottle will move on to the live stream to see if anything can beat Jack Daniel's 14. So we'll see. So we'll see how that goes. That's what we got planned in the month of July.
This blend could, I think.
Yeah, I think it might. I think it might.
I think American single malts could easily beat Jack 14. Whole other subject. It's not. Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, it's not fair, but
I don't know.
I really think it could.
Wow.
I
You
think it
couldn't
could.
even blind that though.
Yeah, you could
That's the
blind.
thing.
You
No
know
way.
exactly
That's
which
the-
one will
That's the
blind.
only problem. You can't blind it.
You can't blind that.
EPO5.
But if anybody has these two bottles,
Oh my gosh.
do a little 50-50 blend. I
Yeah.
promise you, you'll probably dump them both together.
It's a single barrel. The Zeppelins, guys, is a single barrel cast strength. They're usually picks. If you find them anywhere, get one. They're fantastic.
We have before we go, we did a little infinity barrel for our Patreon today. We're going to attempt to thief a little bit out of it and do a tasting on here. I could not find any straws in my kitchen big enough, and I don't have a whiskey thief, so we had to forego that, and we'll do that.
Figure something out.
We'll figure something out and do
Out.
that at some point. Kevin says Russell's 15 is better than Jack 14. We'll see.
Hey, we'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out. It's
Well,
in
that would be the first one that I would say would have a chance.
yeah.
On the top of my head.
Well, that one's coming out soon
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
in a blind. That's all I'm going to tell you.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
If you guys want some of these barrel picks we're talking about, or to get in on this infinity barrel while there's still time, you can check out our Patreon let me do a little pin in the chat here. Patreon.com/slbdrinks. We have, we'll be doing 5 barrel picks in July. We're picking them. We have 3 barrel picks dropping in July. And we have a lot of other cool, fun stuff. A little behind the scenes. We have Dave from Glens Creek coming on in July.
Yes.
I don't even know what we're doing with him,
Yeah.
but he's my kind of guy, Dave.
We got some guests coming in. We also have an Instagram favorite of mine, Logan Perkins, Perks of Cognac. He's going to be coming in with a lot of his cognac. You might want to come down for
I would
that.
like
yeah,
to
he's
see-
on here.
He's in
I
the
would like
chat.
to.
Logan, yeah, what a wonderful guy, man.
I would love to
I love what he
check
does.
that out.
And you know me, Trent, I am tuned in to all sorts of spirits. I try to learn as much as I can. You know, I am 61, so, I can't learn everything all the time, but I try to dig into it, and what he does, I think, is great. I think he's a great guy, great personality, a great delivery, and he's on Instagram. Find him on Instagram.
I would
Perks of
100%
Cognac.
say that that's probably the spirit I know least about. So I would love.
He's coming
here for
here
that.
in August, Ken, as a special guest for patron only
That's
live
awesome.
stream. So it's
Awesome.
gonna be great.
Yeah, he says, yes sir, got some banger cognacs for you guys.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
gonna
I-
be so. That's gonna be so much fun.
There's you guys go up that Grand Rapids. I went to. There's a family that runs this soul kitchen and cognac bar, and that was probably my first explanations I've ever gotten over. So I walked in, and especially then, I owned like 2 cognacs, and I said, I know nothing.
Yeah.
Well, sit down. You came to the right place. They walked me through the whole thing, and
That's all. That's wonderful because I really own very little of them too. And what kind of knowledge we have is probably given to us by Paul
Yeah.
with Armagnacs and things that he's given us. And he shared with us and so forth. So I'm willing to learn. It's going to be a lot of fun.
absolutely.
It's gonna be great.
I have a little special something I'll bring to that one because I have a very old cognac
really.
that I know nothing about. That it's cast strength, but it's like 80-something proof.
Wow.
So
I'm
that-
sure he'd like to see that
That's
too.
my first question.
Yeah.
I think it's from the 40s.
Oh, he'd love to see that. Bray, you got to bring it.
Yeah, I will.
And Michelle, you might want to come down. He's bringing his puppy dog. He's a little pug.
Oh,
Sold.
Yeah, I forgot his name. I'm sorry, Logan. I forgot his name. But
Rebecca will make you want another dog.
Rebecca kind of, we're that way. She goes one way during the day, I go the other way. We have no kids at home, so we really can't have animals at the moment. So, but we like them when we go somewhere, right, honey? We go to Kyle's house. We love it. We go to Bushy's house. We love up on Vinny.
I want to see Vinny. I haven't seen him since he
Vinny's a lug, bro.
at your house, remember?
yes.
For
oh my
his
gosh,
birthday.
Vinny is a lug.
I'd love to see
Saint
him.
I
Bernard.
love him. Oh my god.
He was so pretty as
He
a pup. I'd love
drools
to
and
see him.
slobbers and sheds so bad, but there's just something about that dog.
Winston is his name. The pug is Winston.
Winston.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that said sending you guys a taser soon. Sorry.
I also read that.
40 Acres Soul Kitchen in Grinnell.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Just so you know.
It was awesome. Great family, too. It was like the dad was in the kitchen, the mom was greeting people,
Fun.
the daughters were behind the bar. It was
Fun.
really cool.
That'd be awesome.
He said he's gonna bring a cognac or an Armagnac as well. Let's just say I have cognac older than Kurt.
Boy, that's old, bro. That's old.
I'm really excited. I have a lot of questions because
Yeah.
I know nothing about it.
I don't
About
so
Hey,
much at all either.
Logan, be prepared. Trenton will give you
excited.
questions until you can't answer one. So just, it is what it is.
And,
That's
don't worry
that's
about it.
fact.
So true.
and it sounds like we're on like kind of the same boat where we don't know a whole
Yeah.
lot about it. So
Right.
we could use your help.
Yep.
Oh, Matt Vaccaro, what's up, buddy? Well, you're a little late. We're leaving, but I'm glad to see you in here. He works on the app.
All right.
He's one of my engineers. Very good guy. He's in Houston.
All right.
Hey, did Matt happen to say his top two?
Phil?
Or, sorry, Phil.
Phil.
Why did I say Matt?
I don't recall. Oh wait.
I never confused.
I don't
The
know
guy
if this.
that you know?
I don't know if this is the order, but
Yeah,
he
the
said
bourbon
Cedar
man.
Ridge. This
Oh.
might be his order. Cedar Ridge, and I just lost it. Cedar Ridge, Delbach, Balcones, Westward, Old Line is my list. I don't have the Zeppelin. I'm not that
Okay.
big on chocolate.
Wow,
So it
okay.
is Cedar Ridge and Delbach.
All right.
I am a little bit, not quite, I'm a little bit the Catalea ranked higher than anything with Phil. Because we've had conversations about it, but that's pretty cool. I like that. That's wonderful.
Very cool.
Yeah, neat.
Appreciate it, Phil. Sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
I was curious.
Thanks, Phil, Marty, all the guys that have their own YouTube channels that usually join us every month. There's a lot of them. And I try to support as many as I can. Yeah, I really do. I even the young ones that have, not a ton of subscribers and so forth, but I try to support as much as I can. And you've messaged me, and so I have no problem with that. Not that Trent and I know everything. Please don't ever think that. But I'm more than willing to help with what I can to any of you that have aspirations of a YouTube channel and so forth. So
Check out Drums and Drivers.
Cam.
Drums or whatever.
Cam's in here. He's another young fella. I got socks older than Cam. So it was really fun to meet you, Cam. Honestly, it was a good time, man. Cam was down in Limestone Farms. Drums and Drams is his YouTube channel. He does a fantastic job. He was doing his own barrel pick, I think, the day before, right, at
Yeah.
Limestone Farms.
Being a
And also,
scientist.
also doing some other things while he was in Kentucky, pertinent to his channel. And Cam's like a mad scientist, man. He had those instruments out there. He was
He
doing.
graduated cylinders and basically a whole.
Yeah, he's doing his own. Trent and I were just like, I don't know, what's the barrel that tastes the best here? He's trying to little this, little that. Well, if I put 25% of this and 40% of that,
But it was good. It was
Yeah,
good.
great stuff, Cam. Yeah, and he also very gracious to us. He gave us several of his barrel picks, and thank you, Cam, for that. You didn't have to do that, but we greatly
Check him
appreciate
out.
it.
His channel.
Yeah, check out his channel. Does a great job. What else you got, bub? Anything?
Nope.
You're good? We better get out of here because Trenton's got vacation coming up. He'll be hitting the road at 2, 3 in the morning, and his mom's gonna be freaking out. And I'll probably be sleeping,
Usual.
and she'll be up half the night. And that's what moms do, right?
A
That's
whole
what-
bed to yourself.
Yep, that's what moms do. That's just what it is.
I'm a great driver. I'm actually in the process of getting drafted by F1, so
Wow.
there's really nothing to worry about with that, Mom.
That's the best answer ever.
She just tones out his BS.
Yeah, I know that. Yep, she's used to it. She's been used to it for many, many years. All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Times are everybody doesn't have a lot of time, so when you spend a couple hours with us, it's hard for me to believe sometimes, but we thank you for it. We're a family atmosphere. We just sit around, we have a good time, we drink some whiskey, we talk about it, give our thoughts about it, and we thank you so much for drinking with us, and for those that are sipping, those that are just watching, chiming in. All your donations, especially for suicide awareness, we thank you.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
So much for that. Yeah, that means a lot to us. Trent and I, a long time ago, well, several years ago, we made it a priority to use our platform, and with
something-
Kent's help too,
something good.
for good. Period.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I'm sorry, you're wasting your time. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna put it out there, for those that do have YouTube channels and other platforms where you could possibly make steps forward to help other people, you should do that. You should really do that. There's nothing more satisfying, gratifying than being able to help those in need, and that's fact. So Ken and I, especially with everybody else out there, has been, we've had the unfortunate demise of suicide in our families and friends, and poor Caleb, Kent's son, he's had so many issues with that too, with friends. And it's everywhere. People are struggling everywhere, and they just are. Some that will admit it and some that won't, and we need to be there, even with a smile on the road, in the grocery store, welcoming to people, looking at somebody that may need, a lot of folks know, and I know too, when you look at somebody, you're like, they're struggling. Something is just not exactly right there. Go up to that person. I mean, literally, and just make sure they're okay. It's important. It's really important. So, hey, thank you all. Have a very safe and happy 4th of July. Drink responsibly, as always. We want to see you next month, so take care of yourself, be careful, have the best of holidays, and we'll see you again next month, right? It's going to be a good time. All right, guys. We'll catch you later. Thanks, everybody.